Hi, Anthony Carruthers, Better Lesson Master Teacher Project. And in this video, I'll be talking about how I use spreadsheets in class. So I know that new for the Common Core, spreadsheets are one of the major tools that they would like for students to get experience with. So for me, that starts with just giving them some basic exposure to spreadsheets. So in this lesson on special right triangles, we have our data tabulated in this table here. And what I'm basically going to do is make some new columns, for example, BC over AB, and then another column, AC over AB. So of course, one of the main things that students need to see about spreadsheets is that they're good at calculating formulas. So we use a syntax equals, and then we can say um, B3 divided by, or rather that would be C3 divided by B3. And that calculates a ratio. And then one of the cool things that I always like to share is how you can basically reiterate that same formula for the rest of the values here. So we'll get that over and over again. In the same way, I'll say this equals AC, so that would be D3 divided by B3. And again, we can reiterate that formula. Okay, so at this point, the value in the spreadsheet is being able to, one, do the calculations quickly, but then also, as I tell the students, to be able to recognize patterns and also departures from patterns. So within this, we can see, like we look down the column of E, that the numbers seem to be, for the most part, at least at first glance, somewhere between 1.6, 1.7. But then there are a few numbers that are just kind of off a little bit more than the rest. So the ones that kind of stand out to me right now, definitely 1.92. So that would be something where I'd probably have the student go back and check their work to see why we got a number that was so divergent from the rest of the numbers. Again, here, student number 30 got 1.94, which again is pretty far off relatively from the pattern that we have so far. So that's one of the major keys. Like, just with our own eyes, we probably would not have caught that, but with the power of a spreadsheet, we can see what the pattern appears to be, and then also where there are divergences from that pattern. Later on, we'll get more formal on what these exact numbers should be, theoretically, and also we'll see how well the average did at actually approximating those numbers. As we can see, being that we're teachers, we know how the numbers should come out. You can see that the average here came out very close to 2, which is the number that it should be. And here, 1.7 as an approximation of radical 3, also pretty close.